Return starts inside the 15. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. And it got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You call quick out on third down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And the Noles pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Airing this one out toward the sideline. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Seventh play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a third down. Looking to chuck it again. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Using his legs here. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Knowles.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he gave it a shot. They should have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted it at the 19. Set it down for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, he tosses it back. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's the flea flicker executed perfectly. We're seeing more and more of this in college football.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gadget plays you like to have in your arsenal. The defense, in this case, they were sucked up and completely out of position after that initial handoff. It allowed the receiver to get behind the coverage and make it for an easy touchdown pass.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Snags the quick throw. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Direct snap to the back. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The Noles will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. He dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
The offense really clicking here. Takes the handoff. It's Morales. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it on the move. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Seminoles. This quarterback on fire today. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain the drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
First down here for this offense. Oh, here comes the reverse. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass this time. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Brings up second down.
So second and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. And the offense will now quickly spend the timeout. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Here Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he fields it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout. Florida State.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. Creative running there. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connerts now has our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here comes a handoff. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the single back takes the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They bring him down, but that game moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. There's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
At the 10-yard line. Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Lucky for the junior quarterback, that didn't get picked off.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's got it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. They'll hand it off. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Morales. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 21, LSU 13.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Yeah, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Here's a carry for the fullback. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And now the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. Now tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this third down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
4th down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Looking to throw it deep. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Man, I love to see linebackers in today's game. They're physical enough to be able to be in the box and defend the run because that's their main primary job. But here you can see the athletic ability to be in man coverage and be able to make a play and knock the ball away.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Chris, I love what this defense is doing right now, working with a 2-possession lead, essentially telling the offense, hey, we'll give you those underneath throws. We'll allow those short gains, but we're not going to give any shots downfield, and we're going to tackle you inbounds to keep that clock moving.
Looks like LSU has the first down. And here comes the up-tempo offense.
Defense does a good job of taking away the short routes and anything that might be close to the first down marker. The problem is they didn't account for the quarterback's legs. He pulls it down and picks up a first down.
Quick pass, the catch is made. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense inbounds so they keep that clock moving.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Now the 40, at the 30 now. Crosses the 10. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Knowles. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. On first and 10, looking to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up.
29 Philly.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
They move the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And he'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. One play moves the ball to the 48. Another 1st down coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. They're going to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter, you're down big, but who knows? Make a big play, try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
LSU, number 18, with the grab and the score.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that turnover will finish the football game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch them.